Focus only on the plate. Do not pay attention to the eyes. When you turn your head, the plate also goes to one or another side. Neither the rotation of the head, nor the position of the body, nor the surrounding objects affect the plate. It turned out to feel the plate the first time, but now it started to hurt back in the area of the shoulder blades. Maybe this is at the beginning with a habit, or that just a coincidence not related to the plate. And what to do: continue practice or stop for a while. Back pain can be a temporary side effect, it will pass. But if it doesn't pass, go to an osteopath and on your own to do gymnastics. The pain is not from the plate, but from a back problem. Tufti says you shouldn't use the plate for nothing, but with. What is the reason for this? If the plate is fed by the energy of space, then this energy is infinite. Can I use the plate in any conscious thoughts? Or should it be more selective about the frequency of its use? You should practice as often as possible on the little things, but all give yourself a break. You don't have to ask. Literally everything happens in everyday life. The main thing is to systematically set your main target frame, and then you can rely on the script. I apologize for addressing such a popular question. Everyone describes their sensations in a different way, so it turned out vague. Understanding where to feel it right. For example, I feel it when I fix attention on it, like a little clot of heat below the shoulders. Do I feel it right? Feel the way you feel. That is what is different for everyone. The main thing is to catch some steady feeling behind the shoulder blades, which can be activated and reset. How? Without releasing attention from the plate. Set reality? Highly, it's hard to keep attention on the plate and, at the same time, highlight your frame. What is the best way to do this? Pinch your shirt back between the shoulder blades with a clothespin. You heard. Do you feel? You can think of something and at the same time feel that. Do you have a clothespin in the back? Likewise with the plate. Do not strain. Feel the scythe, and then together with this sensation, ask in thoughts, in words, or images. Target frame. Eyes open or closed when working with the plate. Does it matter? Eyes open or closed, it does not matter. Regular practice of activating the plate leads to the fact that it starts to work without your participation, and if you do not follow thought forms, you can fasten a destructive into the layer of your world. To prevent this from happening, you need to use the plate strictly according to frame illumination algorithm. Woke up, activated, set, reset sensation. The last point is very important. The plate should be under your control. She must not be allowed to hang out uncontrollably. If it makes itself felt, that is, it activates spontaneously, then at this moment you should set your target frame, and then be sure to throw the sensation off the plate. How to use the plate with a mirror? The plate with a mirror, that is, near the mirror, it makes no sense to use and undesirable. During the illumination of the frame, the gaze should be directed forward and a little up. Do not look at objects, including the mirror. Look at your frame, visualize it, or speak it in thought forms. I just can't feel this phantom braid. How to be? What else can be done in this case? Of course, I can introduce her, but with success, I can imagine the plate anywhere, but still it's not it. Will be exactly the phantom of the plate. Although the back of the head is really there is a certain tension, languor, but it does not pull on the plate. And one moment, when turning the head, the plate, and therefore the external center of intention also moves. If you can't feel the plate, imagine it behind the shoulder blades. Initiate it intentionally. Exercise with energy as described in chapter Spit with Streams. Who has never worked with his energy may not feel the plate right away. But if her from time to represent, paying attention to the sensations behind the shoulder blades, it is in some then the moment will wake up. But the head during the backlighting frames, do not twist necessary. It seems like I'm doing everything wrong. I imagine that the plate leaves the place between the shoulder blades and its tip at a distance from the back as wood. It is not right. I imagine that the arrow is from the back of the head to the middle backs, hanging. And then I turn the arrow and lower its beginning to the center between the shoulder blades and the tip sticks out in the distance. The plait is activated. The geometry and exact location of the plait are not important. It is important that the sensation was behind the shoulder blades. If you do this, then for you it is right. Is braid effective in meditation? It depends on what. Meditation. The plait should be used according to the algorithm. Enter the state of presence, activate the plait, focus on target. Frame. Discard sensation with the plait. If during meditation you will be able to execute this algorithm procedure, and if your meditation gives the effect of concentration plus detachment, then yes, it will be effective.